Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of The 12, our epic campaign of discovery and adventure across the continent of Corvair. The story streams live Sundays around 6 p.m. Central here on Javelin Entertainment, and if you missed the last session, you can check it out on the channel page or by clicking the link in the description below.
Last time, in the shadowed corners of the Copper Cup, Roland was playing a dangerous game. Not himself, mind you. Oh no, Roland, ever the master of disguise, donned the guise of Morien to slip into a back room. Whispers and theories curled like smoke from the lips of men marked with black dragon tattoos of the Zhentarim. However, when Morien discovered they were not rebuked, but instead invited to join. At the table, Roland in this disguise matched wits with the poised and perilous Yasemin Orien. And even in this web of danger, Roland's sharp eyes caught another, one of Sweety's artificers, under the scrutiny from shadier figures. With a flick of the wrist and a gambler's grin, Roland passed a quiet warning before vanishing back into the streets. Meanwhile, the real Morien guided the rest of our weary band across the darkening streets, making a not-so-subtle exchange that led them into the yawning dark of the abandoned warehouse. There, suspicion boiled like a pot left untended. Though Morien handed over a strange arcane tome, trust was thinner than paper. The party clutched the book, yet Morien pressed her demand. One of their number must accompany it, and so Alma was chosen as its shadow. Back at the Seventh Eye, Roland rejoined his companions, where his insight unlocked a single dreadful word hidden in the tome's depths: harvest. Theories tangled, doubts deepened. The verdant veil loomed larger with every whisper of their name, and Renny vowed to dig among the politicians, while Roland sought the solace of the books at the library. All the while, Jasemin kept Alma close, listening, learning, unweaving threads of the ghostly woman's past with Morien and beyond. But eventually, as the city dragged into night, a warm wind stirred the curtains of Jasemin's chamber, and with it came Anne, the succubus, satin smile and velvet claws. In a dance of danger and desire, Anne traded whispers for secrets. She drew from Jasemin the truth of her mastery over soul capture, offering in return a revelation sharp enough to draw blood. Her grandmother was alive. Her grandmother was here, on the estate of one very Galreth ransom. Overwhelmed by the weight of bloodlines and bargains, Jasemin staggered, faltered, and at last succumbed to the sweet escape Anne's embrace promised. What does this word harvest truly mean? Can the verdant veil be trusted, or are they merely the spider in the center of the web? And what new strings has the succubus tied to Jasemin's heart? Let's tune in and find out.
So Jasemin, as you had awoken early the next morning, the rays of sunshine kind of pulling in from the windows, there had just been that single rose to ensure that whatever thoughts, memories, feelings you have were not that of dream or perhaps nightmare, but in fact reality. You can still feel the lingering touch of the succubus's nails, that drifting scent of her aroma still caught in your hair, and the words that she had spoke still lingering in your mind. The day is early as you wander from your bed, kind of stuck with these thoughts and feelings. What would you like to do?
Let's go to Boko's room.
As you maneuver through the door, it triggers the arcane alarm, and before you even reach Boko, he's up and out and opens the door to greet you.
Boko is concerned that somebody is breaking into Jasemin's room, so he is probably very flustered.
Ready to punch a bitch, but then the bitch is just Jasemin, you know.
Boko comes around the corner with blade drawn. And then
I got problems.
Uh-oh, wait. For the first time, Boko genuinely looks so confused.
She's just gonna gesture into his room
Boko kind of narrows his eyes and he says, Egan had told me about this, that this may happen at some point. I am unsure how to proceed.
Not to worry. Big issues. And she'll just kind of like slip right through. And just kind of, I don't know how big these rooms are, but she'll just kind of go like all the way to the wall or a window or whatever we got, and just kind of abruptly turn around.
To the window?
Just
to the wall?
to the wall.
Boko is gonna slowly sheath his knife and follow Jasira. Is Anne still in here, by the way?
No, this is the next morning. All traces of Anne, except for the single rose in the open window, are gone.
Boko's gonna sit down on the floor and just say, What is it that bothers you?
And she'll just kind of get some composure. So, Blade Mommy came by. I don't remember if you were there when I asked her about this, but I asked her about my dad. Family recap. He escaped first. We kind of thought he was dead because, you know, bad publicity for the plane or whatever. Can't escape. Apparently he's alive. That's cool. In a land of peasants. It's a little fuzzy. Breland? Wherever that is. Apparently he's there. Might need to put a cap on that though, because shit gets worse. My grandmother was at the estate. And she thinks I'm fucking scum of the earth. And why is she working with Galrath? Shit's going down. I don't understand. I don't understand.
She is working with Galrath, not a slave on the estate.
Correct. She was there when we were doing our recon. A lady in white.
Recon.
I didn't recognize her.
If we go back, there is a very good chance that they have doubled or even tripled their guards.
I can't see her. She can't see me. I don't know why she's here. I don't know if it's because of me or if she is somehow part of this crazy mess with the Gilded Man and Galrath and their slave trade, drug selling clusterfuck. I don't know.
Should we kill her?
She's... I won't say unkillable, but she's one of the most decorated of my kind. Her and my grandfather had many siblings and absorbed all of them, which makes them that much more capable in a lot of facets. think of them, I guess, as superhuman in a way. They're not an easy match.
Then, if we go back, we are going to need more than just us. As much as I
Yeah.
hate to say it, we would have to ask Roland to leverage some resources from Sweety. And perhaps even bring Morien and Redbeard.
I still don't even know what they want. Frickin' Alma is precious, but didn't give me anything. Just that she believes Morien is good, or at least well-intentioned, but is extremely protective against judgment. And I would think, as someone like myself and like them, maybe we could give them a chance to feel more relaxed and give us more information, but I don't even know what they want with us. Or what they know, because they're not sharing it.
Perhaps we find something simple on the bounty board. Take them along and see how things work. If it does not work, then we are already potentially outside of the city and we can just kill them.
Okay. I like that. That works.
Boca was kind of jesting and just you're going, oh yeah, great idea. It's like, wait.
This girl has no sense of sarcasm. She's like, yeah, no, okay, facts. Fair. Take that.
Jasira, I trust your judgment. You are a fantastic judge of character, and I will leave the determination to you.
I'll give them another chance. I think the board might be a good idea. Also,
Coco.
is it hot in here? It was... You know what she does, right? That was weird.
man.
Yeah. That was weird.
Also, Jasira, I feel like this conversation has gone on long enough that I should probably suggest you put your clothes back on.
Oh, fuck. The thing is, literally doesn't care. So she's like, okay, that's fine.
The mask stays on, Boko. Boko
Also,
and...
we may want to run her past the hospice to, do a quick check for STPs.
Oh.
Sexually transmitted possessions.
Something like that, you know.
Boko and Alma are kindred spirits. It's like Boko has 0 charisma, Alma has 0 intelligence. It's like...
And combined, you make a good human. Right there. Perfect.
I'm sorry, I'm still suspicious of how stupid she is.
It's kind of cute, though. Oh, yeah.
It's kind of cute, but also people who are legitimately that dumb do not live long.
You ever
Well, she
wondered
is
why she's
really
dead?
fucking strong.
Fair.
Okay,
Oh my God.
I'll go do that. My family. Okay, I cannot. I don't. The kind of rage they have with me, because they see me as I've ruined everything. I kind of did. you know, because wanting to live, I guess, is a crime, but... After. And she'll rush out, I guess, ass naked.
Back to her room.
I mean, she was ready. She was like, Bucko. Brain dump.
Boko is just gonna kind of sigh as Jasira rushes from the room. Boko now standing alone in Jasira's room, surrounded by God knows what. He's gonna peel his feet off the sticky floor and walk back to his room.
Whatever you do, don't pull out the black.
The balls. Sticky.
You guys not been able to hear me this whole time?
Nasty.
No.
No,
I can only imagine what Adam's been saying.
Cool. Well, I was wondering how many of the party members were having coffee in the front room while Jasira and Boko have this interaction in between rooms.
This is fairly
Well, and
early,
I
so
will
only the
I will say-
early risers, I would say.
I will say, I don't think
Roland in the corner. Just...
What was that, Brie?
I don't think Jasira's not being quiet though. Like
Well,
she is like
opening door.
like
Sure
Not
wasn't all
tempted to
night.
Just walk out. Just what's going on?
when she says like my family is fucked, like she is emphasis, projection, point blank period.
Oh, I can't believe I've been.
So I don't know. I feel like maybe if people have decent passive perception, could maybe hear at least the what the fuck.
Yeah, and more and more of you are starting to wake up. And at this point, after Clyde's escapades, you're not exactly unfamiliar with moans coming from some of the other rooms.
Roland just takes the earplugs out when she emerges.
News?
Oh, damn. Roland wears earplugs when he's in the shop. Oh. Extended prices.
So, Jasira, is there anything else that you're doing, or Boko, after this revelation, or are you just going to decompress after the brain dump?
Oh no,
I think she's
something
gonna-
I'd love to do.
I will say, at least for Jasira's purposes, she will roughly put on her clothes. Won't, she is so unput together. She just threw it on, went to get coffee, and she might just be like at the table going like, "Oh my god," to any other early risers, but.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
If I were to cast scry on something, can I share that scry with somebody so they can see it too, or is it just me?
In theory, it is just you. With some powerful magical help or artifice, you might be able to try and project that.
I would like to try to find Roland.
I mean, easy enough within the small encounter space.
Just follow the trail of earplugs.
As soon as the earplugs come out, you hear bang, 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 bang on the door.
Oh, earplugs go back in.
These artifice earplugs are so lovely.
Using your artificer ability, tune out moans.
Yeah.
Also, just do
when
like
I
the exactly inverse wavelength of the sound and have that repeating in my ears so that the two cancel out.
When I was listening to the replay of last session, and you guys were talking about the buns that are being made in the shop, I had thought of an idea where we could make like an oven that has something that Jasira knits to cast like prestidigitation over them to make them taste amazing. We're gonna have our own little like assembly line.
Little wrapper over them.
cranking out
Think about it.
buns.
What the fuck are we doing being adventurers? There's so many
No,
better
no.
ways to
This is
make money.
how every adventuring party ends. Is they go, why are we fighting? We can make pastries, damn it.
We can just open up a coffee shop.
Yeah, I have a feeling things will just end up going poorly for our coffee shop.
I mean, Rennie's ultimate goal in life is to invent a new style of music.
We can take this campaign and turn it into Legends and Lattes. I'm down.
I love that.
By the
book.
way, I'm reading that right now. Good book.
That's such a good book.
Isn't it?
Been a treat.
There's even a succubus in it.
I know, right?
Just for Bree. But yeah, I'll get up and answer the door. Or I guess I would have been out in the common area, I think, but I will talk with Boko.
Boko approaches Roland and he says, Roland, you are very well traveled. This is correct.
I have been to several places.
I may need your help locating something or somebody.
I'm slightly more specialized in being the one not located, but happy to help.
Come with me. Boko is going to lead Roland back to Boko's room. And then, as they get into the room, Boko's going to slowly shut the door, and he is going to begin untying something from the bandolier around his shoulder. It is what appears to be a small, shrunken hand.
It appears you don't need a hand, you already have an extra.
Roland, this hand belongs to the first person to ever receive a prosthesis from me. And they were taken by the man that you saw, the one who breathes dragonfire. I do not know what happened to them, but I have kept this just in case I could use it to find this person. Boko will gesture towards his eye, the new arcane eye. He'll say, "This should allow me to find this person. I was hoping that, leveraging your understanding of the world and the places that you've been, perhaps we may pinpoint this person's location."
Let me get a map. He'll go shuffle through some books and get like a map, and I'm positive he has something like an atlas with
Yeah.
descriptions of countries and terrain and that sort of thing to just like start preparing.
I would say so.
Because he's very well traveled, but much of it was by book.
Yeah, it's easy enough to set up this. You kind of arrange out some pieces of parchments, maps, and various tools to try and help not only just maneuver across the map and mark out anything, but also reference material to try and help you identify any landmarks or notable details that Boko might reveal. And Boko, are you attempting to do this scry?
I will give it my best shot, and I will use the arcane scry.
And is that
And-
DC correct?
Let me make sure. The DC is actually 21.
Good old advanced augmentations.
Can I get one of those? I have a spare slot for an eye.
I would love to perform surgery on you.
All right, there.
Yeah, Boko is gonna withdraw the eye from his head, and as it sort of levitates off of his hand, he's gonna try to call through it to see if he can focus in on this individual.
I love it. Boko, you feel your perception being lifted from your body and shifted as this magic rushes towards its target. And you're brought to a darkened space. It's not well lit within the day, but somewhere far from natural light. And yet there are these pieces, these bits that glow, that provide some illumination to the space. And you start to see a figure coalesce into your vision. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Perception. Wait, hold on. Let me reference this arcane eye really fast. Does this technically rely on sight? The arcane eye does give me advantage if it relies on sight, but I'm not sure how that works.
I'll let it fly, sure, since you're doing it through this eye in this moment.
See here. Come on, eye. Do me proud.
Heyo.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
How does that work with like using the eye to look through the eye?
You're not exactly
I am
looking
all that is
through the
eye.
eye, but you're utilizing
He
the
is
eye
looking
to
within his
extend the
eye.
vision.
I'm hoping that Roland is also having like an existential moment as the fourth wall breaks down and he remembers Canultus's memories.
Oh, screw you.
What a throwback. So, Boko, as you are looking around and observing, you see this darkened space. You can tell that it's hard, large stone. It kind of is some sort of room, but bridges upwards into a domed-like ceiling. Looking around, you see various accoutrements, tables and chains, torch sconces on the wall that flicker, but not with natural firelight. These are affixed with some sort of crystal. It gives various shades of greens or blues or purples as it shifts through the light. This figure that you're watching, you see them bent over some sort of workbench or table. You can see large metallic tools, tanks with long extending pipes connected to various materials, various types of tools. And this woman, now much older than when you had last seen her, is bent over this table in the midst of some sort of work. Across the table, you can see small vials of this greenish blue fluid capped with these dense mechanical seals. She herself wears what looks to be some sort of almost what you would see in a hospital or in the hospice, of this material that seems resistant to water or stain. It's almost green color itself. And she has one hand in a leather glove, the other, you can see a prosthetic arm. These articulated joints slowly maneuvering, and various tools extended out from the fingers. Her hair is a grayish white. It's cropped not too far below the ears. A line of bangs across her forehead. It's difficult to tell her age exactly, and it leads more into the mystery of how long ago it was when all this truly happened, but she is an adult now, for certain. And this woman is moving with finesse and grace, but has an intensity across her face. And you see what she's working with, what she's experimenting on, appears to be some sort of body laid out across this table. A lithe figure, grayish skin, and strangely familiar hair and features. That elven look and that bright white hair. The figure doesn't appear to be moving. It's unclear if it's dead or incapacitated, but there are multiple sections of this individual's body that have been opened, where they are being changed.
Does this figure happen to have a prosthetic foot?
It's unclear from here. You can see that you can see the top portion of this body. I'll say with a 23 that it doesn't appear to have any familiarity to that of Tove. Well, I shouldn't say any familiarity. It's certainly the same race, but you can confirm from the facial features that you can see that it doesn't appear to be Tove herself.
No tentacle foot.
Yeah. And that, and then the fluid that she's working with, the green blue fluid, does that appear at all similar or reminiscent to what was used in a laboratory that we saw in Green Tarn?
It looks incredibly similar. And you also remember that that same material was described to you by Roland in some sort of laboratory underneath the ranch on estate, where he, and your eyes start to widen as you notice blackened marks across the stone in this chamber.
Oh, fuck.
The lady I tried to blow up did have a prosthetic arm, didn't she?
And as the woman
that
turns,
was fighting through the paralysis.
As the woman turns to the left, you can see scars all across the left side of her face and down her neck that have been half bandaged over and are somewhat healing from intense chemical burns.
I'm kicking myself for not picking up on this earlier. God damn it. But Boko immediately launches upright, grabbing the eye and getting directly in Roland's face. And he's going, "We need to go back to the estate."
What? Are you... We
Roland,
barely got out of there.
every favor that you are owed,
It needs to be called in. I need to go to the hospice. I will be back.
What is going on?
Jasira will also be back.
Where did Jasira go?
Boko is already running.
What the? Yaftity.
Thanks for your help, Roland. That was awesome.
So Boko begins to rush off, having seen this, leaving just behind Roland in a sense of confusion. And Roland, how are you responding to this, I guess, before we get to everyone else?
Boko's on a tear, and he's gonna get himself in trouble. So I'm gonna go wake everyone else up and say, "Go get in, losers. We're going Bokoing." Knock up everyone's doors and roused him out of bed. And Boko said he needed to get to the hospice, so we're gonna follow him to the hospice.
All right, so you gather everyone together, kind of in whatever state of morning awakeness they are. Again, this is probably around 7, 8 a.m. As maybe all of you are just starting to awaken. But with the rousing of Roland, you kind of are all eventually pulled along. The Boko does have a bit of a head start as you begin to make the transition in the early morning down towards the hospice. Boko, you're rushing through the streets, trying to get to the hospice as quick as possible. And upon arriving, what are you looking for? What are you trying to do here?
Ask where Boko is.
Sorry, Boko.
Oh, sorry.
If I said Roland, that was a mistake.
Boko is looking for Greystorm or looking for what's his name? It currently escapes me. The patriarch of the hospice.
Oh, Alistair Clegane?
Alistair, and then who was the first person we met here who we kind of like fucked over? What was her name?
Oh, I think it was Miss Sunsu, if I remember right.
Sunsu sounds familiar.
Sansu is a nurse.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Whoever Boko can find first.
Yeah, so Greystorm had headed back to Korth, and so he's not within the city, but you immediately rush in, and I'll say you come across Sunsu first, though there are some others that recognize you, and she kind of looks over. Master Boko, what can we help you with?
This is going to sound very awful, but I need help. I need to borrow anybody who is capable of fighting.
She looks around, and you see, for the most part within here, within the hospice proper, there are a handful of nurses who are running ragged different ways, kind of still trying to deal with the aftermath of the various fires, in addition to taking care of the children in one of the wings here, and all of those recovering from the disease outbreak.
Explosion. Oh yes, that too. I forgot about
and
that.
So pretty much everyone in here is not exactly frail, but certainly not of a warrior perspective. You do know that there are a few kind of these guards that are considerably equipped to handle certain things. And she kind of sees that being read in your mind. Listen, I do not know if we are able to assist in any sort of combat But you all have done much for us, and perhaps Alistair can help you in what you need, or find someone who can. What is going on?
I don't quite know what it is, but it is not currently my place to say. Suffice to say, there is a race of people that are in danger. And it is possible that inadvertently I have enabled one of their scientists.
I see. And where are these people?
Boko's kind of considering how much to tell her. He'll say,
They are near the city. Not many days' ride.
I see. Well, let us go and talk to Alistair, and he can, well, at least he'll know more of what our capabilities are to assist. And she begins to escort you back through the chambers, and not too long after that, the group kind of wanders and stumbles in as Roland is pressing them and pushing them and kind of trying to catch up, and Clyde comes in kind of wheezing and breathing.
Absolutely.
Trying to keep up, and Alma's just kind of floating beside, just smiling.
I love Alma. Holy shit.
But as you kind of give
You're
them a
going to
wave...
Cut off your good arm.
How fast do hobgoblins move?
About as fast as anyone else.
Okay.
Yeah, they just kind of hobble along.
Natural sprinters, bro.
Very dangerous over short distances.
But as the rest of you catch up and are kind of led by Miss Sansu into what looks to be a small room being utilized as an office, you see Alistair there kind of within some, looks like to be a like scrubs almost of some sort, kind of in the middle of some sort of reading over paper and kind of making some marks on the parchment. He kind of looks up. Wasn't expecting you all today. Are you here to see the children? They're still fairly comatose.
We fucked up again.
Yeah. Boko's gonna, hearing kind of everybody arrive behind him, wait for everybody to get here, but he's going to kind of nervously pace Alistair's office. And then, as everybody kind of files in, is Sansu still in here?
Yeah, she is. As is Alma.
Boko trusts Alma. Uh-oh. But she will also tell everybody anything. Sansu, Boko will say,
I apologize. I'd like to pass this information by Alistair. If he deems it fit to be disseminated, you will be the first to know.
Of course. She gives a bow and kind of removes herself from the room.
As she's leaving, I'm going to have you met Ted, her, and pass Alma off on her.
Oh no, I don't believe I've been introduced. Hi, my name is Alma. I'm
door closed.
Maybe. All right, and it just leaves.
And then I turn around and just stare Boko dead in the eye and go, Boko? We played a game when we first met. I'm going to ask you again. What if Yandanum is up with this?
Boko is going to lay it all out on the table. He's going to say,
when I was first learning how to make prosthetics, people would come to me for many different things. To talk to loved ones who had passed, for tinctures and aids. But one day, a child was brought to me. A child dying, exsanguinating before my very eyes. This gift that was given to me, I was not meant to share. But it was either to share it or to watch this figure die. Now, this figure is currently operating as some kind of researcher or scientist beneath the manor. Roland, I believe you are acquainted.
Research? The woman with the arm that worked through the paralytic.
Yes. Alistair, these people who are operating on this estate, they are experimenting on a race of people. You know Jasira. These are people from the same area. They use them as slaves, and now apparently as test subjects. This is something I cannot stand for. And so, I've come to ask for help. I am unclear what kind you can provide, but you are my closest ally in this city.
So if I understand this right, someone that you know through circumstance has been experimenting on citizens dangerously, possibly fatally, and they're nearby and you want to assist in a rescue?
It is unclear. This figure, they were taken when they were very young, and they were raised by somebody who is neither human nor good in any way. I do not know if this person can be saved. I will attempt, however, if they need to be put down, they will be.
Well, we can certainly, and I would encourage you to take this information to the city. There are many governmental bodies, as well as soldiers and guards, who might be able to assist with such a thing, but if you bring allegations like this, wherever it is, whatever help you're looking for, you'll need to have some sort of proof. I'm not sure.
We have is the proof of our own eyes.
Yes.
Which in my experience is not enough for people of our standing to challenge people of his.
His? Do I want to know?
Do you want to help?
Listen, you all have been an immense help to us. I'm obliged to provide whatever assistance that I may. But this is delicate.
Extremely.
If we're talking monsters, diseases, those are things that people can unite behind. If we're talking about people are political. And while I can open up ears, it may be a challenge to get any sort of action at any expediency.
Well, fortunately, we are talking about monsters. We're talking about the worst monster of all. People.
Fair point. But I hope you understand mine as well.
I do.
If who you are interested in accusing is someone of some renown and power, which it sounds like it may be, you are going to need those and power on your own side. I can open doors for you all, get you into the right rooms, but I myself don't have the kind of sway to go against anyone of standing.
Clyde perks up and goes, I think I can get us into Lady Purra's office.
Oh no. Bring an extra sock.
Clyde, can you give me a history check?
Yeah. Let's see. History.
And I'll say this is at advantage for you.
Should not. Oh, sure.
Huh?
Cool.
Clyde, you have heard of rumors of powerful bardic organizations. Those that work against those of corruption or even within the shadows. You're aware of a group known as the Harpers, which may be able to assist. And while you don't know the best connection to them, you know that they have a college within the city. And so having a bard that you could ask may be one avenue you could go down. And I'll say with a 22, you also know that there are rumors of something more powerful, though more secretive, related to the Harpers. Whispers of a shadow organization working against some of the most powerful corruption.
Someone get this man a gourd. We have a castle to teleport to.
It's possible that this could be an avenue.
Pleasure to meet you.
And you thought you...
No chance of getting the nobility after a one-time fling with a lady?
She herself is not noble. She is well known. So she brings social sway, not political sway, more than likely. But she could open, again, other doors that you could try. Mm-hmm. I will say, you all have made a bit of a name for yourself. I don't know how quickly you intend to act, but there are some opportunities that could gain you the type of friends that you would need for this. In a little over a week, one of the many festivals of this city is being held. A festival of the Lords, where various adventuring groups come to compete against their skills. If you show well in the first round, then one of the masked lords of the cities may pledge or support your endeavor for the crown, or I don't know what it's called, the championship, if you will. It's a series of challenges for adventurers to test their mettle. Some of them can range from simple skills to dangerous combat against monsters and creatures. It's, not much different than gladiatorial affairs, but supposedly a bit more civilized. I don't know if I believe that, but it's quite popular. And if you gain the ire of one of the masked lords, sometimes people talk of gaining work with them, or meetings. And if you win, that could almost certainly guarantee you a support of one of the masked lords, which are the most powerful individuals within the city. The other alternative is there is this recent affair with the explosion. The investigation is underway, and I know I told you all to steer clear of it. But if you were able to assist in some way, either help with a revelation or with an arrest, that may warrant the types of conversations that you would need with the types of individuals that run the guard, the judicial affairs of the city and the such. In addition, you could try and advocate one of the mercenary guilds or other organizations of renown within the city. They're likely to still want to test your capabilities as well as ensure some proof of your story, but there are avenues beyond those as well. And I can help make the proper introductions if any of those are to your suiting. But again, this is days, potentially weeks of time for any of these to turn around results. But I do believe that it would vastly increase your chances if you are going up against someone of any capability of their own.
Boko nods.
This event, you said it is happening in 1 week.
Yes, approximately. And he begins to kind of flip through a bit of his files, kind of trying to look for some documentation, and flips over to a calendar that he begins to spread out in front of all of you. Yes, today marks just after the Ascendance. We are within the 3rd day of Siphoros, or mid-autumn, if you will. And looking forward, there are a few festivals that are coming. Wild Night is further into the month, but upon the 8th of the month, in 5 days' time, is when this festival begins. And this festival runs from the 8th through the 12th. Each day having a different series of challenges to compete in, and each day whittling down the number of contestants.
Boko nods.
Can you
Clyde,
sponsor us into this?
Yes, there is a modest fee for entry, but any adventurers that can form a party of 6 to 9 individuals are able to sign up for this.
Nice.
Nice.
How much was it? I was having internet problems.
6 to 9
Modest.
individuals.
The entry fee is typically in the realm of 100 to 150 sovereigns, gold pieces, if you will.
Okay.
That's
Get
like
2
what?
spins at
half-
Go Boulder Go Home.
Exactly. The degenerate gamblers are displeased.
Clyde, Renny,
Ah,
Yes.
you two are our more social butterflies, if you will. Can you work
Well, yeah.
on introductions, contacts, bending ears?
So are we going to the festival, or are we solving the mystery first?
Yes.
we're talking to everybody.
All right,
Talking
Clyde,
to
festival or
everybody.
mystery? Which one do you want?
I was hoping I could go talk to Lady Purra, huh?
Talking to her
Well,
may get us
Mystery
more
is not good
introductions
best.
at
I
a
prefer
festival.
the festival. Mystery
Take
does
the
seem more like Roland's thing.
I want to go find proof.
You ain't
The
gonna go
proof
back there by
or-
yourself, are you?
I don't know yet. I will figure something out. I need you two to work the more public-facing aspect of this challenge. I will work the underbelly.
Let's do it.
See if we can get some people to look the other way with what we're gonna do.
I'll wear my nice hat.
Clyde always wears his full purple outfit because why wouldn't he?
Oh, I've got a full-on jester hat, sir. Like, we are absurd.
Watching this happen, Deshaun's gonna look at Roland. What do you think I am?
The muscle. Roland.
Oh. I mean, I'm just gonna look at my own arms. Just gonna. Oh, I'm flattered.
Roland. Just so you know, while you are gathering information, I have it on good information that we are going to encounter very heavy resistance.
Excuse me for a second. Very heavy What precisely did you call the resistance that we encountered last time?
Enough that we could solve it with just a couple flaming stocks. Ain't gonna cut it this time.
We need friends, we need allies, we need top cover within the government here.
I'm good at that.
Also,
Good.
weren't there like teams of adventurers in the estate that you saw? And aren't there gonna be teams of adventurers at this festival thing coming up?
Might be an
You sure we ain't gonna
opportunity
get
to whittle
another
down
big
his
explosion
reinforcements.
thing?
Oh shit, maybe they are trying to explode more events.
The one that was selected, that particular explosion, that particular location was selected in an abandoned building with nobody around while everyone's attention was elsewhere in the city. It was an easy target that did no permanent damage. Does that sound like something someone who wants to hurt the city would do? Or like someone who
Even
wants to
distracted.
frighten the city for a takeover?
Or something needed to be hidden.
Or something
removed.
needed to be hidden. I don't think that the way that some people have been going about investigating this is correct. It doesn't add up to the normal type of attack like that. There's a thread worth unraveling there as well. Master Clegane.
Yes.
Thank you very much for laying out paths and options for us. Any assistance that you can provide my more social friends in pursuing those avenues would be greatly appreciated. And you are a friend. Galreth Ranchon. His estate houses the evil.
Ooh. I see. Okay. I will talk to some friends that I know. I will try to improve the publicity. You all made a good introduction at the Ascendance Gala. Got some people talking. It should be easy to make you all a favorite. Perhaps I might be able to even talk with Drago. See if we can get you into a shared sponsorship between a partnership of two churches. I'll see what I can do.
Excellent. Clyde, you say you made a good impression on a socialite?
Yeah.
Make sure she's talking about us.
I'd like to think so.
Make sure.
I'll do my best.
Grabs his belt.
Looks at Roland. Vest disappears, reappears. I will.
Oi.
Boko.
Boko is gonna move over to Clyde really quick, and he's gonna say,
Oh,
Do you think it would be appropriate to allow...
absolutely not. Wait. Sorry, we're thinking about different things.
The people of the hospice have been very kind to us. They are very strong allies. Perhaps a discount on our buns.
We were almost thinking the right thing. All right.
Clyde is gonna personally service everybody in the hospice.
Not those buns.
For a discount.
Oh, Clyde's gonna have to put on his tight pants.
I'm so glad I picked the music bard and not the whore bard.
And the clapping of
wasn't.
cheeks
I didn't know it
resounded
happened.
throughout the dock wards.
It was a slow transition, but now we're just here.
Now we're here. Oh my goodness.
We have a cart. We can drop off some buns at the hospice for people to eat.
Yeah, I think we should.
Or we could just leave you here, you know.
If there's anything I know, it's that nurses love carbs. You will immediately make friends if you feed them.
Well, we can definitely do that. Get our. We have the goblin bring the cart back and forth.
Poor Ringo.
We're probably going to need somewhere to take a whole bunch of people who are not medically with it.
This hospice is just gonna double and triple in size by the time we're done here.
Uh-huh. Adventurers, good for business.
Hey, their funding should go up after dealing with the plague.
Yeah, right?
Depends who we vote in for Masked Lord, I suppose.
Oh. Boko. Jasira.
Yes.
I think Jasira is still naked somewhere in the city.
Okay, well, what else is new?
First of all, she went back to her room. It's not another psychotic break. It's fine. She might just be like still stoned and at the table, just like, oh my god.
Boko will look at Roland. He'll say,
I think this also means that if we are going to need all the hands we can, it may not be ideal, but perhaps it is a good time for Morien to prove that they are on the correct side.
I'll put you on that one. What is the urgency of this? How much time do we have?
Unfortunately, none. But I'm afraid we can't get anything done without investing some time.
If it makes you feel any better, whatever experiments were going on, I set them back a good bit.
This is good news. Roland.
Getting paralyzed and having a bomb go off in your lab is not conducive to continued research.
This is true. Roland, I do have to say, this person, I think
Boko sort of pauses for a moment and he says,
they are the closest thing to a child that I have.
Do you want me to hold back?
Boko is going to look directly into Roland's eyes.
Not even remotely.
Good man. Well, we'll have work to do, and we have just added quite a bit to Master Kicklane's plate, so we should vacate his premises and give him some time. Thank you again for your help.
Of course. Good luck.
Master Clegane, expect a cot with some buns. Also, thank you.
Friends help friends, yes.
Friends don't let friends' buns get cold.
This is true.
All right, nope. Now the buns have to be in the shape of Clyde's perfect ass in his pants.
I was just thinking we were going to slap Clyde on a cart and wheel him in.
That's again, because he only moves 15 feet per round otherwise.
For an extra silver, we'll slap a sausage in between them and you can have a nice snack.
Oh, God. Guys.
Pigs in a blanket.
Pigs. But yeah, Boko is gonna find Alma and try to go to Morien, I suppose.
Yeah, Alma is just chatting with Miss Sunsu. She's in the middle of, oh, and that looks fascinating. How in the
Miss
world did they
Sunsu's
get the
falling
blood
so
out
behind
so
in her
fast?
work right now.
How close is Sun Tzu from hurling herself off the top of the hospice?
Not on par. But you quickly you quickly rescue Sun Tzu, kind of pulling Alma's attention back over to you. Oh, hi. Did you get the information that you needed?
Just gonna grab her wrist and we're gonna
Oh,
start
whoa,
walking towards the
okay.
door.
Oh, okay. And even just like grabbing the wrist, it almost feels like paper that could like crumble in your hand at any moment. This entire being is fragile. But you begin to escort her out, having all completed your business here at the hospice. Where are you headed first, or are you all splitting up to take care of these actions?
We'll split up and search for clues, gang.
I want to get folks to somewhere we can talk because I wasn't going to lay out the full extent of the plan
Sure.
in front
Oh,
of
then you
someone
like
who's
grab
very...
Clyde by the shoulder because he's pretty eagerly heading into a certain person's house as soon as we leave.
Yep. But like, I basically only hinted at the other half because there was someone in the room who was very interested in following the law.
I also think, okay, so Clyde is going to try to do some social manipulation. Roland, you're going to leverage some of the underworld. I'm going to try to get Morien and Redbeard on board. And I also think Jaseera needs to be made aware. And I think that if we can hit the bounty board and just start picking off tasks and making sure that everybody knows who we are in the days leading up to this.
Oh, are we going to go do some proper adventuring?
I like it.
Yeah, like we need a montage where we are just absolutely making waves here because shit is gonna hit the fan.
Yes,
Kill 20 goblins, collect 15 deep woods mushrooms.
I know an excellent song called the Eye of the Boko or something.
Oh god.
It's
It'll be great.
Eye of the Boko, it's the love the fight.
Jesus Christ.
I can contribute exactly one useful thing to this montage, but people will know it for 40 years as a result.
That's the other thing we're gonna need. We're gonna need our bards in taverns singing about us.
Exactly. That is perfect.
Guys, you would not believe. I have
Fame
gotten
plus
this.
5.
Yes.
We are months into this bit.
But yeah, no.
Artie, I've
everyone
looked
needs to
through my
leverage.
character sheet for the first time in a while, and you know that thing we read that led to this to start with that we had to decipher? I can just read all writing. I totally forgot.
Good old blade mommy deals.
Just looking at, I was like,
Yeah, and that
that's fine.
Karis was mentioning it too, but just because you can read a language doesn't mean you can decipher a code, just to be clear.
Oh, that is fair. But being able to
It's a
put it
huge
into-
step in that
yes.
direction.
Yes, exactly. Certainly
I remember
makes it
last time we
tricky.
were looking, I was like, I got rid of the spell that helps with this. Why did I get rid of that? It's because I didn't need it.
Yeah.
I'll remember. Fine.
Yeah, everyone needs to go and get whatever contacts they have spun up and talking about us so that we are popular in the city, because one way or another, either we're going to challenge him socially or we're going to challenge him directly. And when shit goes down, we need people on our side.
Yep. Try and get the public on our side, any
Yeah.
upper, like, socialites, get the underground with us, if we can get the guards to like us, because they're not going to like us after what we do.
And after going to his house, I don't think I'm going to be able to post up outside with a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
And wait. Because that's certainly the easier option that I've taken before.
I don't think I ever met this dude or saw him. Otherwise, I'd say I would just send him a sending every night so he never gets to sleep again. And then kill him by exhaustion.
In the meantime, our marshals are gonna go kill 17 million boars.
So you guys gather up, make the trip back
there we go.
to the Seventh Eye to gather
There's
back.
the Schultz job. The folk
Go
hero.
kill boars.
The folk hero.
The Schultz is going to troll the boars. He's going to be the folk hero
What with
that
his steam
everyone
cannons, he
loves
can
representing
feed the
us.
peasants with them.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
That's it. You got me.
Yep. There we go.
Busted.
And Jasira is just going to be the silent muscle behind absolutely fucking everything. If anyone needs intimidation, she's there cracking her knuckles. If we need to kill 17 million boars, she's got 16.9 million of them.
You might need to slap her around a little bit. She's still in the kitchen. Just.
Oh, she's into that now after Blade Mommy.
Like,
that'd be a problem.
You know.
Damn.
Hasn't she
So
always
good
been
they
into
end up
that
in the
though? She is a monk after all, you know. A good fisting,
Wow.
you know.
Clearly.
But yeah, we'll say you guys get back to the Seventh Eye, and pull Jasira into this planning.
Glam, open the door. We need more buns!
Boys, fire up the ovens!
Bless the buns.
Rocky's just over there in an apron with like oven mitts on, like, I'm going as fast as I can.
Looks like buns are back on the menu.
They were never off the menu.
Oh. The fact that our shop hasn't sold a single item, but routinely like works these buns out cracks me up.
We are legitimately going to turn this into a coffee shop with curiosities. Like, that's just how it goes now.
That's a solid tagline
Cute
for the
and
Seventh
quirky
Eye.
like us.
Coffee
You know?
and curiosities.
Yeah.
Honestly, we're gonna need to. I don't want to see the quarterly earnings for this for a couple months of operation.
Ooh, Clyde's gonna have to poach that waitress from the coffee shop he likes.
Ah,
Ooh.
all
This
right.
is the best way to make a small fortune. Unfortunately, we started with a large one.
Yeah, and a lot of that has gone into Kobold or Go Home, and I have a feeling if we get too big, one of those is going to be just right next door.
Oh
The
darn.
single purchase we've made there has been great.
Yes, worth it.
Flame tongue sword.
That's the one I was thinking of. The one that got us. The one that just got us. We just assumed it was right.
We're like, well, you gotta try it.
Oh,
Gotta try it.
I'm still worried about the scroll of fireball I have. Still really worried about it.
I'd take your pants off first just to be safe.
It takes me 15 minutes.
Anyway.
Do you want the pants ever again?
So you guys have all these various threads. You've now gathered back together and pulled Jasira into this. What is your plan? What are you? How are you trying to tackle these tasks?
Well, I'm gonna
Clyde
go make
wants-
us popular.
Yeah.
Well, Clyde is going to try and do some search for the Harpers first while sending a missive to Lady Pura so he doesn't just show up at her place requesting, make this official, try and be respectful.
You gotta send a booty call first.
Exactly.
Yeah, yep.
You up?
You should also definitely look into the more secretive organization that you know about.
Yeah. The one that's
saying the Harpers are well established.
And stuff.
Yeah, the other organization might be more down to do shit in the dark. You know, just saying.
Well, but that's gonna be we're gonna be talking, and Clyde's gonna see Roland in the corner and just think, "You."
What do we call ourselves? The Iron something? The Iron
Horizon.
Iron Horizon.
All right, it's promotion time. Let's go.
So Renny is
metal
working
band starts
on
now.
some promotion and marketing. Clyde is going to be doing some research into the Harpers through Lady Pura. What is everybody else getting up to in this time?
I think Jasira's going with Boko for Morien.
Okay.
Since, you know, she's kind of weird and outcastish in her own way.
So
Boko and Jasira should be working with Morien to investigate the explosion.
okay.
It would probably be a good way to bring them on board.
DM,
You're the folk hero trolling the boards.
I've done it.
Right.
Try and find.
Go get some tasks done.
Yeah, and I will certainly
part
help
of
you
the
with the
other
tasks
community.
and just kind of like work 2 jobs of like go do tasks by day and then hang out in the alleys and get friends by night.
I
You
mean,
took
one of the
your
things-
mask!
you need a cover job, right? Come on.
Yeah.
Bro, I swear I'm doing
One of-
tasks.
One of the things that I'm very interested in doing is looking through the city, and I would imagine I've kept an eye on stuff like this in the past, but I'm looking for any other Varanga.
But you didn't do anything.
Did you say an eye?
I am looking for any other Varanga that may be in the town that I could recruit as fighters.
There are almost certainly not any this far west.
Okay.
I think even the maps that they have, Karnath is like the edge of the world to them.
Okay.
So there might be people who have seen them before, and there might be some in the waters. Even that is going to probably be like weeks travel.
Okay. Yeah. I'll keep an eye out to see if there's anyone else like me who's like gotten away and trying to stay away.
Sure. And you certainly know now at least a few different ways that you could contact aspects of the criminal side too, if that persona.
That is something else I'll be looking into. I'm looking to set up fighters for a direct action, essentially.
Okay. Then we'll maybe set up a few
Find some hirelings.
skill checks over the next few days as you all are going to try to assist in these various efforts. We'll maybe start off with Clyde. Clyde, as you try to find information about the Harpers and try to utilize your connection with with Lady Pura, go ahead and make me an investigation check at advantage.
Alrighty, and I'm going to try and use my informant to find someone at the darker level of bardic in finding stuff out. See if anyone I remember. And sorry, was what check?
So 1 investigation check at advantage then, and 1 flat.
Yep. All right. 1. All right. Good thing I had that advantage. Well,
Okay.
It's been
Alright.
a while for that other one.
It's been a while.
So Clyde, as you begin to maneuver through the city, kind of responding, or Lady Pyrrha does eventually get a response back to you, and you have an audience with her, kind of talking through and other activities. You discuss some of the connections that she has, and she does indeed know some of the Harpers, and can either pass along messages for you or arrange a meeting. Are you interested in trying to pull her into this ploy, or are you just using her to connect to others?
I want to get connected, and I
Reserve the option.
don't
for
want to. I want to give her some information enough that she knows. Yeah, I want to keep her interested for now. Can't give away everything.
Can't give
And
away
then
everything.
Get in with the Harpers. Exactly.
Okay, so giving her some information to keep her involved. And are you looking to have her just pass along a message for you, or did you want to try and meet up with them yourself?
I think Clyde's going to want to try and meet up with them.
Okay.
He's done a lot of the smuggling. He's definitely known about the Harpers and been tangentially like seen them, but always been like, nah, they're kind of too goody two shoes over there.
Yeah, if only there were an organization that weren't so goody two shoes.
I forgot about them.
And so she lets you know that while a large portion of the Harpers actually owns a castle far to the east of here, there is a college within town where the Harpers do train. And so she arranges for you to meet with an individual known as Slaith upon the next day.
Sleep the next day.
Yes. So she kind of arranges this where you and her will travel to the college together to meet the Slaith. And you do also kind of investigate her as well as a number of other bards that you find across the city. And no one has heard of...
Getting down.
No one has really resonates with any of the questions that you're inquiring on. And so you don't make any progress towards tracking down this other organization, at least for the first day. For Renny, you are trying to improve the marketing of these individuals, trying to gain renown for yourselves for the upcoming events. How are you going about that?
I think we start with a quick performance and then start getting flyers out, pasting over the flyers of any other adventurers, like real cutthroat, like promoter style shit.
Handing out buns.
Oh yeah, start talking to like the coolest like people in the like bars and get them involved, kind of like a low-key indie style, like start getting organic movement on the streets for our brand. And yeah, we're really going to push that we are the coolest new gig in town, and ought come see us. I'm gonna double down on that Ballad of Boko and really get that some airtime in the taverns, and we're gonna keep going from there.
All right, as you begin to play more of the Ballad of Boko. Oh, and I don't even know. Oh, it's not. Shame. I'll have to get that arranged. But go ahead and give me a performance check as you try to amplify your own abilities to build up the legend.
Is promotion like, is that like news? Like, do I get advantage on that shit? I've got advantage on ability checks to get information from people or disseminate news.
Sure. I feel like that would work.
Hell yeah! Let's do it. What did you say, performance?
Performance, yes. 21, yeah.
Good stuff.
Without issue, you begin to visit the taverns, spreading flyers and spreading songs. And even just over the short course of a day, you're finding people humming this ballad and sharing stories about the Iron Horizon across a good portion of the North Ward.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Now, for Jasira and Boko, you were going with Alma to try and find Morien.
Yes.
All right.
Hopefully they're with Redbeard.
Yeah, so Redbeard had mentioned to you all that they often, or that at least he often was around this Mule Skull Tavern in the Dock Ward. And so you take a venture down there and do indeed, after a bit of searching, find someone who kind of directs you to Redbeard. And Redbeard is actually not in the tavern itself, but within the streets. And you can see he looks tired. He doesn't really have any, doesn't appear to have gotten much sleep. He's sweating and tired, even early in the morning. It's now maybe close to 10 o'clock. And he kind of sees you all, and almost has this kind of dismissive wave, just, I don't have much time today. What is it that you need?
Are you in trouble?
Give me a persuasion check, Boko.
Jesus Christ.
Persuasion.
Persuade the pants. Oh, you are.
Yeah, Redbeard just kind of looks and just, not in any trouble, no. Just a long night, a busy day. If you all don't need anything, I really must be on my way, though.
Insight check.
Actually, you know. Jasira got that. She's just stoic,
muscle,
you know.
Yeah.
She's like, bitch, I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Yo.
Jasira, you can definitely tell that he is not sharing something that's going on. And you can see not only this exhaustion across his face, but also this worry and concern. And typically he seemed to have had a very jolly demeanor. He's very curt and straight in this moment, which is out of character. Something is going on and it's affecting him very closely and very deeply.
I understand how you're feeling. Perhaps we can help you?
Listen, you all are great. Again, had a lot of fun. Don't have time today. And he goes to kind of turn and continue walking.
Jasira's gonna grab him and stunning strike and say, trust me.
Oh my gosh!
So let me understand. So you're trying to use like stunning strike as like a calming mechanism here, or are you just trying to lock him down and paralyze him?
Sword, you know, just trying to get him to take a beat. Try this again. Whatever works.
Stunning strike, persuasive.
Okay.
Bam.
Persuaded to stop.
I don't think you understand.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll here with one of your punches, Jasira.
This is not a recon mission. This is a diplomacy mission.
They all start that way, don't they?
Stealth is optional.
So, Jasira, you go to give this kind of thrust, meant to be a half calming, but certainly stopping. And Redbeard just only like half turns and kind of catches your punch and shifts it away from his body in this one quick fluid motion. And you, in this moment, see that he has similar trainings himself. And at this deflection, he's just kind of continuing, moving on. We'll talk later. And just continues to move forward away from you. Anything else that you're trying here as he's quickly trying to get some distance?
Boko is gonna
Apparently, we're
look at
talking
Alma.
later.
Does she look like she knows anything about this?
Alma is surprisingly silent and just kind of watching after Redbeard.
We been got, gang.
Boko's
Alma, what's
just gonna
going on?
call. Boko's gonna call after him really quick, and he's gonna say, "Clearly something is wrong. Perhaps we trade a favor for a favor. I will ask no questions."
Give me one last persuasion check at disadvantage.
This time Boko is putting his actually trying to leverage Redbeard into this, so I'm gonna try to add a flash of genius to this.
Okay.
Ooh. Let's go.
That is a 25.
It is at disadvantage.
Disadvantage though.
Oh,
So give me one
Hopefully
more.
hopefully that's be the low one. Be
All right,
the low
well,
one.
higher than 18. Higher than 18. That's a 20.
Oh.
You see this last call out to him. He does kind of catch and stops, pausing just for a brief second as he kind of debates. And you see this kind of sigh in his shoulders. He kind of half turns and calls back over his shoulder. What kind of favor do you need from me?
Wasn't part of the agreement.
Boko says, "We can discuss that after we help you with whatever is going on."
Well, come on then. And he just pulls an arm and continues moving up the street.
Boko's
All
gonna
right.
make really quick eye contact with Alma, gently grab her by the wrist and drag her along.
All right.
Paper crumbles.
Let's go.
Hand comes off.
I will say, I have hands that operate under the most delicate of circumstances. My tools are
He
specialized.
is a surgeon.
Like a surgeon.
I will
Like
be
a
gentle with
surgeon.
her.
Okay.
I.
Ay ay ay.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay. As you three
All
begin
the
to
eyes.
follow after, you three begin to follow after Redbeard, heading north out of the dock ward. For Rhea, what are you doing in this time?
Given those, what everyone else is doing, I think I would prefer to join the group just running down tasks, as going around making friends does not sound very appealing.
Running
But
down
in
like
the off time, I'll watch Rennie's performances.
So you and
Just
the
be in the back
Schultz.
line going, yeah!
Yeah.
So you and the Schultz are gonna try and track down some of the job boards, try and get a few things done for the citizens.
That'd be my preference.
All right, so the two of you there are plenty of places where notes and help wanted ads are plastered all over, and you find some for various types of quests. You see one of them that has like these clockwork canines is the big words in bold, and it's got a reward for 25 gold per dog dead or captured, and underneath, someone unleashed a pack of experimental watchdogs in the foundry row. They bite, they spark, and one breathes fire. Clean up the mess before more workshops burn down. And upon inquiring after this, you two head out to try and take care of these creatures. And indeed, upon coming through these warehouses, you find a set of maybe half a dozen of these mechanical constructs that are just wandering around like a pack of rabbit animals, causing mayhem. How are the two of you trying to tackle this?
How big are these?
They're about the size, I don't know, like German Shepherd size.
I see.
Mayhem.
Gotta think about how to tackle this.
You can either go
You
in
got
with
this.
full force, you can try and do an asymmetric kind of utilizing the environment around you, or how do you think that these two would
Do
just
they
try
respond like dogs like to treats or like vacuums or anything? Or are they just like robots?
You could certainly try. What do you got in mind?
I'm just gonna look at Rhea. I mean, feel free to try it, but worst case, we're just gonna have to probably just raise the big iron fist. I'm just saying.
That's fair. Your fist is just a little bit bigger than mine.
That is by design.
Quite literally.
We can try.
That makes it more fun, right?
All right, so what are you trying here?
You're up first. What you got, Rhea?
I don't know. I was trying to be creative and see if,
That's what I'm saying. Be creative. Like,
but
what do you want?
I don't have much to work with. We can try and scare / hurt
Everyone
them
loves
in a
the buttons.
direction. But otherwise, if we just need to hack them apart, we can do that too.
It's up to you guys how you want to try and tackle it.
Remind me what the exact wording is of this. It says they want them to just be, eliminated?
Yeah, it said 25 gold per dog dead or captured.
Oh, great.
Damn. Oh, if Clyde had known about
like
this, he'd
20
be out
of
there in gear like, I can for 2 dogs is 1 slot. Oh, absolutely.
Shows up like a dog catcher with a big net.
Absolutely. Clyde, oh, no. 2 dogs, every 2 dogs gets him 1 draw.
Oh, what are you thinking, Ray? Anything?
Nah,
Season.
probably violence. Yeah.
Probably violence.
Yeah. That's kind of what I figured we were going for here. So,
All
Yeah.
right. Well, if you
I
guys
think
want to
violence.
just go in with violence, why don't each of you roll me 2 attacks of your choice?
sure, it's. Yeah, well, let's see. Do I have access to that?
Alright, who has money on the shawl attacking Rhea first?
Now, you over there, shut your dang mouth! I'm
You
trying to
keep
look
my
for-
Steam's name out of your fucking mouth.
Yeah,
Hey, yo.
I'm just
Outta here. Okay, hold on.
I'm just wondering if the shawl is
can
going to give his
indeed.
armor like a bright superhero paint job.
Eventually.
Complete
I
with
do have this
spandex?
as an option. Well, I will say I'd like one of them to possibly just be AOE attack. Apparently, with my Under Armour, I should be able to do this. So we'll hit with one, and then we'll hopefully be able to just go and cut them with the other ones.
So it does hit Rhea.
I can go around.
Come
Yeah.
on.
I can go around.
All
The
right.
other
So
side of the
trying
path.
a tidal wave and what? And Rhea, what do you?
This is like Nicholas going, "You have evasion, right?" No.
If there's like edges where there's one separated from the pack, I'd rather do that for a little bonus, but otherwise I'll just be stabbing. And can I have my shadow also stabbing?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a stab roll.
They should be
That
running
means-
after I do both of these attacks. Just blast them with a tidal wave and then cut them.
Shadow does
Number of
nothing
nat
against
ones in the
mechanical
session
dogs.
is too
That's
damn
fine.
high.
Yeah.
Wait, if you're
So
attacking
am I.
from
What?
if you're attacking from hidden, you get advantage, right?
Yes. So theoretically, the rapier could be at advantage, but the shadow doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
See if
I'll
you
throw
can
it.
get one more
Shadow
on
got
your
shot in the
crit.
wave.
Got a low roll out of the way at least. All right. So roll me
Yeah.
damage on the cut and rapier, and what is?
You don't happen to crit on a 19, do you? Do you have 10 or anything?
figure we stun them, it makes it easy that like they don't all run away. We can just kill them all while they're stunned.
Yeah, and it's 2 attacks. So, Ray, if you want to go ahead and give me your second round as well. Oh, yeah, both of those hit. So roll me some damage. Yeah, quickly enough between you two and the shadow, you all move between these, and the Schult just lets out a massive tidal wave that smashes through this alleyway, and kind of not only just presses them in through the water, but also seems to short circuit them slightly, and a couple of them begin to become stunned and unable to move or interact. Rhea quickly races in and slashes through one of the other creatures as the Schult kind of comes up and cuts through another with his hydraulic blade, and then quickly with your shadow you incapacitate 2 more, and out of the half dozen you all are able to take out 5 of these creatures, only one kind of disappearing, and the Schult has effectively shut down one of the ones that breathe fire with the heavy water-based attacks, and you bring home a pile of kind of broken gears and mechanisms to the old artificer gnome, who kind of gives you a thankful nod, and you see places the coin into your hand, as you have gotten
There's our entry fee.
125 gold.
All right.
There's our entry fee for the.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Well, that's 2 draws at Kobold.
We're using the money for the entry fee.
All right, and then for Roland, what were you doing with the first day?
I gotta go talk to Sweet first. Ask for help.
And
I feel like Boko said to call in favors, but I feel like I'm the one that owes favors currently, and I'm about to offer more, but that's my contact.
And you do remember the last time that you went by Sweety's, it was mostly shut down during this laying low period. But you do remember that Slim was still inside.
I need to leave a message for her at least.
Mm-hmm.
And just say I've got something I need to talk about when she has a moment.
Slim kind of looks you up and down. Well, you know, we are a little busy right now, Roland. It's not exactly ideal timing. But it looks like you've got something important on your mind, so I'll pass it along.
I appreciate it, Slim. She's familiar with the scenario, but it's, a few new factors have entered the field.
Any details I can give to her?
The guy I told her about before and asked for help with taking out is a real shithead.
They usually are.
This one more than most. This one, I think, even the Dusk and the Zhentarim wouldn't want around.
Well, I'll be sure to let her know the situation. See if we can spare some assistance. Anything else you need, Roland?
Everything. And he'll walk out. But yeah, after leaving that, he knows where the haunts are for different folks and for different gangs, and he also has faces stored. So he's gonna go around just dropping whispers to fuck with Galrith.
Okay. Is there any
to see if the Dusk and to see if the Dask and the Zhentarim, if I can get any of them to just fucking confuse Galrith and not know where the attack is coming from.
And so just trying to give like whispers that there is some sort of imminent threat, and maybe giving conflicting opinions on whether it's at Galrath or what did you have in mind?
So like the bards are spreading goodwill through proper society. Nothing spreads ill will like the underbelly.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to spread ill will against Galrith.
So trying to like get at
and
his reputation.
Get at his reputation and see if I can get enough violent people riled to make him not know where the next strike is coming from.
Okay. Why don't you give me a deception check for this?
Okay. Oh,
Trying
boy.
to utilize your various faces and spin this story.
Yeah. Okay. I will... Can I use guidance on it, as it's a very deliberate thing and I would be trying to help myself as I go into each conversation?
Sure.
Thank you. Let me see if I've got any of my other shit that's gonna help with this, because that's a charisma check.
And this
You
is
have
just day
inspiration?
one. You can still try other methods later if you would like.
Yeah. Let's see here. I feel like I have... That's intimidation. That's also intimidation. Okay, shit. Yep, nope. All I got is the guidance.
Okay.
So here we go. Nope.
You do have inspiration.
This is true.
I do. I'm going to use it.
Okay.
We always forget.
Better! It was better! It was better! For once!
Solidly better, not even by one.
Yeah.
Yeah! I would have taken one. That would have gotten me to 10.
Yeah, you begin to pass these rumors. It will be a bit before you see how they manifest or what effect they'll have, but you begin to plant the seeds and begin to have the messages start to flow, kind of working out from Sweety's in the territory that you're most familiar with. So you begin spreading this ill will from the south of the city, while Renny is doing it from the north, or spreading the goodwill from the north.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of the North City, as Jasira, Alma, and Boko are headed north next to Redbeard, you all have been traveling down the high road, the more popular byway that goes north-south from the city. And eventually, Redbeard kind of pulls you further to the west through some alleys and kind of looks over at you. All right, if you want to help, I need some way to get inside the perimeter they have around the remnants of that exploded tower. What do you think? Can you help?
The remnants around the exploded tower. What are the blah, 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 defenses look like?
Well, they've got a perimeter set up. It's about half a dozen guards, occasionally watching over the space. Mostly there to keep people out, but it's the broad daylight, so it's a bit tricky to sneak in, and I was never exactly talented in the subversion. Supposedly there's a secretive door behind one of the staircases in the center of the tower. It's a little bit easier to find now that the thing is blown out. But, I haven't been there myself.
And you are doing this for perhaps a good reason?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
You did say no questions.
I did say that we are very attached to the city. If we are getting you in there for some kind of harm that is going to come to the city or its people.
No. If anything, this is to try and help people. And if you can get in yourselves, you're welcome to come with me, but I just need to get in there.
Your word.
That I'm not going to hurt people?
That this is not going to injure or harm people of the city.
Yeah, absolutely. As far as I'm concerned, I don't give a shit about anybody else.
Does he look like he's telling the truth?
Give me an insight check.
Jasir will also get a read before she shares
Please.
what she could be able to do.
Please, Jasira.
You know. Another 24, because I can't hit him, but I can insight the fuck out of him.
Yeah, Jasira, Boko, you can see that he seems pretty straightforward and honest. It feels like something is urgent and he's run out of options. And he seems to be more focused on getting something done quickly than trying to obfuscate. But Alma kind of speaks up and she's, Redbeard, is everything okay? And he just kind of gives her a look and doesn't quite answer. And Jasira, you pick up on a lot of the subtext that is going on here. Alma is concerned, and through that concern that she sees in Redbeard, it's taken a lot of her energy. And between the two of them, you're putting together that someone that they care about or something that they care about is endangered. And Redbeard had seemed to care a lot about just the average individual, being kind of a friendly, hearty person, but something has now become more important. You all approach through the eastern side, kind of through one of these alleys, and find a way where you can be close enough to see the remnants of this tower. And it was a fairly sizable tower that had completely crumpled, and there's still stone that debris within the tower itself, but most of the debris along the streets have been kind of cleaned up. And there are these large kind of wooden barricades that are placed up at every so often. It's not a full fence around, but it's to try and show the borders of where they don't want people. And you do see every so often a pair of guards kind of maneuvering around, chatting with each other, kind of posting up somewhere and then continuing on. Seems like there's 3 pairs of guards that are kind of cycling through.
Very, very quickly, Boko's gonna look at Redbeard and go,
Is this an item that we are looking for? It may be easier for Jasira and I to go in together. We are much more capable at this kind of thing.
I would typically understand and agree, but I've got to get in there, and I don't know exactly what we're looking for.
I can cast invisibility for one person up to an hour.
you should cast it on yourself.
Well, shit, that would be easy. Just cast it on me.
Jasira, you cast it on yourself. I will cast it on Redbeard. Help me get out of this armor.
Okay.
And Boko's gonna start peeling off his armor.
Jasira's got the back.
All
Or
right.
the buckles that are hard to reach.
And Alma kind of helps out. Alma has just maintained this more stoic stance, just trying to do anything that she can to be helpful, and just, would it be good for me to join, or should I just wait here?
Alma, you may have perhaps one of the most important jobs.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Watch
You
the
have to
car.
do something to distract the guards for but a moment.
Oh, that shouldn't be difficult. I mean, as soon as people see me, they tend to pay attention.
Also, you should probably not get caught by them.
I can do that.
If we are separated, meet back at the shop.
Okay.
And Boko will look at her and he'll say,
Thank you.
Sure. You see she looks over at Redbeard, and Redbeard kind of gives like a slight nod. It's all right, love. I'll get this sorted, and we'll be back before you know it. She kind of gives a half smile and begins to kind of float away down towards where the guards are at. Any preparations that you all need to make?
give me 2 seconds.
Just some nice stretches. Limber up.
Oh. Fuck.
Is that part of your preparation?
Oh yeah. Never know when you gotta do a cool backflip or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be ready.
Me proved.
Yeah.
Oh my
Stay
gosh.
stretched.
Jaseer, you're pretty sneaky, right?
Reasonably so. Not quite a Rhea, but decent. Well, maybe I'm on point with Rhea. Depends on the day. What are you thinking?
I don't have the item attuned that I was hoping that I had attuned, but
Yeah.
that's fine. I will. Yeah, I'll cast invisibility on Redbeard if Jaseer can cast on herself, and then I'll stay back and allow them to go.
Okay.
Can do.
And I will assist Alma in the distraction, I guess.
Okay. You see Alma is already kind of maneuvering down and kind of looks back up, kind of gives you a thumbs up, like looking for your go.
I changed my mind. I'm going with Jaseer and Redbeard.
So, but she's looking for the signal for her to go more so than.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you kind of give her the
can't
thumbs
help
up.
it. You have to be involved.
Yeah. Both Jaseer and Redbeard are invisible. Boko will flash the thumbs up, and he is going to drop low and make a break for the tower.
Surely well timed between guard rotation.
Yeah, and you just hear in the sheer voice just, "Ooh, I've come from the grave to claim your souls." And just what the heck is that? Look at it! And then
is here for your soul.
and the two nearest guards kind of call over and they begin to kind of chase after, and you just see this like shadowy shape kind of dancing through away from them.
Well,
And you begin to
there's our
hear
opening.
the steps as Redbeard kind of begins to invisibly head towards the structure. I assume you and Jaseer are following.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, Boko.
All right.
I mean, I don't know if I can see you guys, but I have. Let me see what the arcane eyes say.
While you're doing that, Boko, if you want to give me a stealth check, and Jaseer, if you want to give me a stealth check at advantage as you guys maneuver through.
Can do. Garbage. Can I re-roll that with my
If you would-
research?
If you
Because you
would,
had a typo.
did I? Oh.
You wrote research instead of inspiration. I was like, all right.
That was intentional. You got research.
I like 22. We'll do 22.
Okay.
Boko has taken his armor off, stuffed it in the bag of holding, is going to tightly wrap the leg so it doesn't make any noise as he moves, and he's going to try to leverage his intelligence in an approach towards this building. And I'm gonna add a flash of genius to that.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes.
I committed to it before I rolled, so I'll spend the resources.
Without any issues, the three of you quickly navigate down from where you had been watching with Alma's distraction and make it into this structure. And this building has been destroyed, and even before then it looks like it had been long since abandoned. There is everything within looks old and worn and weary, and it takes you a little bit, but eventually Boko, you find this small hidden doorway beneath the stairs, or what had once been a hidden doorway. It had actually been blasted apart, and this doorway is now an opening, gaping hole, and the three of you kind of step down. And as you descend these stairs, you find yourself in some basement space. It looks fairly cleaned out, but maybe this was perhaps at one point the laboratory that Morien had been talking about. You see some tables that are kind of tossed and stripped down. You find some diagrams that had been written in chalk that are now erased. There's just this latent scent of burned parchment that kind of clings to the stones everywhere, but it looks fairly empty, fairly cleaned out. It seems like the inspectors had gotten most of whatever was down here. But you look around.
Is there like soot from the explosion still on the walls?
There is some of it, maybe.
Perhaps a skilled alchemist could find some of the reagents that made this blast?
You could certainly try.
Lick the wall.
Well, if you want to roll me,
I just want to take a sample. I'm not going to do it here, but just like scrape some into a handkerchief or something.
Absolutely. That is totally possible.
Take now, analyze later.
Is there anything else that the two of you are doing in here, trying to navigate with half of you being invisible?
2/3 even.
Under our breath, for Redbeard to hear.
If you tell us what it is you are looking for, we can assist you in finding it.
I'm looking for any sign of people that were here. Look, over here. And Boku, you can see a few signs. They're clearly skilled. There's no real sign in the soot of any footprints, but there are a few kind of ways that the soot is kind of twisted that had you not known that you were looking for traces of someone, you wouldn't have thought anything of it. But it might have been somewhere where a foot had trailed. And kind of following the sound of Redbeard's voice, you find where this hall kind of extending off of the chamber, there's some doorway that has been opened up in the wall. It seems some secret passage that had been activated and opened and leads further in, and you can hear Redbeard's breathing and his presence nearby. Look at this. What do you make of this?
Before you get too far ahead, perhaps it's better to approach this cautiously.
Well, that's why I'm asking you. You two are good at investigating, right?
Let us go first.
Book will move towards the sound of his voice and just take a look to see. I can't see what he's gesturing at. I imagine he is gesturing.
Yeah,
but...
Jaseer will also kind of scan the doorway. I assume it's the doorway we're looking at.
Yeah.
Or like the secret passage.
Yeah, it looks like a part of the wall that had just opened up to form a doorway, and a small, tight space extends further within.
Definitely gotta
Jasira's
check for traps.
technically proficient, so she will attempt to look.
Definitely gotta check for traps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jasira, if you want to make a perception check, and Boko,
Thank
if you want to make
I
a
like perception.
either an investigation or sleight of hand.
Oh, slide.
24s. What is up with
Let's
24s
go.
today? Let's go.
Ayo.
Blessed. 20's good.
So, Boko, as you look over this door, you can see that there was some sort of arcane trap that had been on this doorway. And you see that it seemed to have been activated by some sort of magical trigger, but there is some small little device. It looks almost like a mirror with some mechanics attached to it that has been placed along the edge. It's very thin and almost imperceivable. And it even has like this plaster back that's been painted to look like stone. But it looks like it affects whatever magic, maybe nullifying or reversing. But there's something here. Someone disabled a trap on this door to get through. And Jasira, yeah,
It looks like it's spent though.
it more looks like it's paused. Like someone has kept it from going off, but it could still be live and able to be activated.
So cautiously moving through it would be ideal, probably.
I'd have to just try to undo it.
And Jasira, looking through, the space inside is fairly dark, but it feels just heavy with latent magic. You can feel that this space inside seems to be magically or arcanely constructed, likely with the efforts of this original wizard's tower. And within, there's some sort of chamber inside, and you see just this large, it almost looks like a silver disc on the wall.
That's weird. This room is arcane? What's that disc for?
I don't see anything. It's too dark in there for me.
I could fix that.
Poor human.
Is there something that Jasira could reach out and place the light cantrip?
Yes, but I'll say, I think, yeah, it does need an object. Yeah, you could either do it on something you have, or you could find some of the debris still remaining in here and toss it in.
All right, let me see if there's something I can dispose of on me. I have the flame tongue short sword still. That'd be good to get rid of.
We need that
No,
for
no,
sure.
no, no, yeah, keep that.
Actually, no, just hold it and then open your mouth, and your tongue will light the way.
Well, okay, but I'm invisible, so would I have like a fire tongue, even though I'm invisible?
Where does the light
It would
come
just be
from?
light. It would just be light emanating from invisibility.
How about we touch a piece of debris? That's what we'll do. We'll do
Okay.
that.
You find a small, leg of a table that had broken off, and you cause it to emit this light, almost like a torch that echoes out. And you can immediately see that there is bits of light that are being reflected from this disc. And the disc is a big, good 100 feet. It's like down a hall and in some sort of chamber or turn.
She'll offer it to Redbeard. I can see, okay. Take this.
I suppose this kind of makes the invisible a little bitty pointless, but works for now, I suppose.
For now. We can drop it later.
It's
Show him the
invisible
big
light,
strat
though, so
of
no one else
closing
can
his
see it.
fist around it.
Are we all going inside, or are you doing something over there, Boko?
Boko's going to take a closer look at this thing and see if it is possible to disarm it.
Disarm the arcane magic or disarm the mechanism that is holding it at bay?
Okay, so it's okay. That was my mistake. I thought the mechanism was what was going to trigger it. The mechanism itself is
Yes.
holding the arcane magic.
It looked
at bay.
like someone disabled a trap to get in here.
Understood.
But it is disabled.
It looks to
Yeah.
be, yes.
But yeah, Boko's going to step through and see if it triggers.
You step through and nothing seems to happen.
Yet.
Take a couple more cautious steps, keeping an eye on where I'm stepping and what I'm doing now that I know this place is trapped.
Yeah, you slowly move forward, and you two can begin to see, just in the dim light, there is some sort of large silverish disc on one of the walls.
Is that by chance what you are looking for?
I'm not sure. And as you get closer and Redbeard kind of brings up the light, the three of you can see two. It looks like a mirror, and there are two figures that seem kind of sitting on the ground on the other side. And Boko, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Whoa! Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to spend some resources on this. This does not sound good.
Hope you're feeling wise.
Maybe not.
Oh.
Yay. Good.
Boko, you feel this magical pull against your body as it almost tries to transposition you. But you withstand whatever the effect is and kind of shake it off with a bit of a headache. But as your vision starts to clear, you see the figures now getting up off of the ground and moving over. You see one of them is Morien. They're kind of hooked horns kind of curving around their face as they look out from within this mirror. And the other is a figure that I don't think you've seen before. But they're a young man, kind of this long duster jacket, kind of shaved sides of their head as they're looking out beside Morien.
Boko is gonna hold his hand out so that Redbeard and Jaseer don't come any closer, so they're not under the effect of this, hopefully.
And you kind of hold your hand out and feel as it hits Redbeard's chest as he was trying to move over towards it. Just, what happened to them?
Boko is gonna put a little bit more force into it and stop him from getting closer.
Oh, sorry. Can we get them out?
Don't get any closer. It's tried to pull me in.
Oh, I didn't feel anything.
Is this what you were looking for? They did not return, and so you came to look for them.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wonder if it was about Morien.
Now that, can I hear Morien through this?
You see as they're trying to speak out, but it doesn't appear as any sound is escaping.
And then do I feel like if I get closer to this thing, I'm going to fall under its effects again, or do I feel like I've resisted them?
It feels like you've resisted them. But Jaseer
Boko's going to get a little bit closer and gesture for them to stay back.
Yeah, you step forward and you don't feel that same effect. And Jaseer, you don't feel anything.
I'm okay from here. You're the magic guy, Boko. What is happening there?
I will do what I can to see.
And Boko is going to get a little bit closer and take a quick look. And I don't have identifier prepared either. Fuck. I should have. I don't think I have detect magic either. Damn. Oh, I do have detect magic. It's a level 1. Okay. I am gonna cast detect magic.
All right.
Yep, tis magic.
Tis
That
magic.
is gonna make. That is gonna make Redbeard visible, but that's fine.
Should have given you the hat.
Yes. So yeah, for as long as you, well, oh, I see. Yes. So not only does it make him have a aura around him, but it also causes him to become visible from the end of the concentration spell. Let's see.
Percussive maintenance required.
As you go to cast this spell, you indeed find that it is magical, and you can sense that from it there is this aura of, it's abjuration, but it's not protecting, it's more binding. It seems some sort of arcane item to bind individuals to it somehow.
I have an idea. And this is, I'm sorry, Austin, but this is exactly why I wanted to play this character.
Do it!
I refuse to obey the regular laws of magic.
Well, let's do it. What you got? Oh, hold
Boko
on.
is...
I do have to do one other thing.
jeez.
As Redbeard becomes visible, you see as his form starts to shimmer, and he is shunted, and you see as he appears inside the mirror with Morien and this other figure.
Did he get too close?
Redbeard, I told you not to step in. Didn't I say don't step in?
I couldn't hear
I
you.
defended the instructions.
Boca, what were you trying?
I know. Maine didn't pass that part of the message along. I'm sure. I'm very glad to see you, of course. But
Boko's gonna walk up to the mirror and put his hand on it. Is it solid?
It appears to be, yeah.
Boko's gonna gesture for everybody on the other side to come as close as they can.
Morien, he looks like he's trying to get our attention. Should we? What do you want?
Boko is just gonna gesture to like come as close as you can, like get over here.
You get him eventually through some charades to move over towards you. And they're like right up. It's like looking at someone through a window.
Boko is going to take his prosthetic arm that... Oh, he's going to reach into his bag of holding and place on his arm, like there's bracers on the armor on his shoulder because it is of artifice. And on his prosthetic shoulder, he is going to unravel all of the roots and leverage his armor of magical strength. However, in a burst of artifice, he is going to try to make a significant and unpredictable change to his armor and change it from, hopefully, by pulsing the arcane heart, he's trying to turn his armor into armor of arcane strength. And he's going to try to dig his fingers into this glass and see if he can actually pull the magic apart.
Whoa.
And try to open up a hole.
Sure. Give me a spell casting roll, which I think for you is intelligence, but with your proficiency.
Yes. So this will be a d20 plus 13. Oh, that's pretty good.
That's okay. That's okay. That's good.
As you quickly try and make these modifications, just kind of strapping down, tweaking, twisting with some tools, you just kind of watch in fascination. And eventually he tries to press this palm and these fingers, and there's like this scraping of nails on a chalkboard, and you can see these almost like claw marks begin to appear in the glass of the mirror, and then the fingers begin to press through, and it's almost like it shatters a small portion of it as Boko, you punch a hole into this mirror through to the other side, and Morien, you, Redbeard, and this other figure all kind of step back as Boko creates a piercing into this binding area.
Okay.
Boko is trying as hard as he can to hold it open, and he's gonna say, "Now would be the time to exit quickly."
Just
Through the looking glass. you
quickly
say.
as you can, Boko, you grab onto these individuals as they all try and kind of siphon through, and you push, pull, yank them out of this mirrored prison as they all topple onto the ground one after another, onto the stone
Jasir
floor.
will try
Then the
to.
other person.
Jasir,
Morien.
yeah, Jasir will try to help them not fumble so much.
Yeah, and Jasira, you
Kind
kind
of
of
help steady them as they get out.
you steady up Redbeard on one side and Morien on the other. And Redbeard just kind of dusts off his clothes and looks over at Boko. Some good shit there. That's quite impressive. All right.
Well done.
We should get out of here.
I have no idea how I did that.
And this third figure
Very
over,
best of magic, darling.
this third figure kind of looks at you, Boko. Yes, you'll definitely have to do some explaining. But for now, he holds out his hand. Their name is Zane. And that's where we're going to go ahead and finish up this episode. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been great to be back after our long extended hiatus. And we'll see you guys again next time on the next episode of the 12.
Zane better